check out the prophesy the downfall of America and the society. I want to start out giving all praise and glory and honor to YAHAWASHI by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Bakakadosh. Double honor to our apostles and elders and GMS brothers that sincerely doing this work. And a few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. This the brother Matazawa Union, aka Mataz. And I'm coming back with another quick video. And basically, there's a video that, they were saying, bigging up Goku, even though he's an animated character, he's not a real person. But a lot of people in the world could relate to this man if they want to be a better version of themselves, because there's always room. This, spiritual motive, you should be spiritually motivated to want to do that anyway. Being a better version of yourself daily. And what I was going to do, I'm just going to let this video play. And y'all can listen to it. But yeah, man, it's always good to become a better version of yourself daily. Stay on point, man, because the times that we about to come into is going to get rough. It's going to get rougher and rougher, and you just got to be on point. So I'm going to let this video play. Hold on. Matter of fact, I got to make sure it transferred over to this side. Give me 1 second. Turn that, climb that here down. Let's see what low noise. Give me 1 second. I just gotta let it play on this side real quick on this phone. Really can't do too much. I mean, we do got that self-driving stuff, but yeah. I didn't click on all that. I should connect to this side. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I don't know over here. Give me 1 second if I can. Let me see. Cause it should have connected to this phone. The sound, at least, so I can play. But I'm trying to play off this phone so y'all can hear it. Let me see. Hold on, it still ain't playing on the car. Why do they do this? Give me 1 second. It's always some bull crap, Satan always messing with something. Satan always messing with something. Brothers. Alright, there we go. Now I'm about to play this.
Mindset. Goku Did you know everyone wonders why Goku always breaks his limits? It's not luck. It's not destiny. It's his mindset. Goku doesn't see limits as barriers. He sees them as invitations. Every time he faces someone stronger, he gets excited, not afraid. He doesn't compare himself to others. He compares himself to who he was yesterday. That's the Goku mentality. From getting beat by Raditz, to losing to Hit, to nearly dying against Jiren, Goku turns every loss into a lesson. He doesn't complain. He evolves. That's why gods fear him. That's why villains hate him. Because no matter how many times he's knocked down, Goku gets back up stronger. Not because he has to, but because he wants to. His greatest transformation isn't Ultra Instinct. It's who he becomes through the struggle. That's the real Goku. That's why he's always one step beyond. So if you ever feel stuck, ask yourself, what would Goku do? He'd keep going. So should you. Comment Goku Ultra Instinct for more episodes. Did you know everyone wonders why Goku always breaks his limits? It's not luck. It's not destiny. It's his mindset. Goku doesn't see limits as barriers. He sees them as invitations. Every time he faces someone stronger, he gets excited, not afraid. He doesn't compare himself to others. He compares himself to who he was yesterday. That's the Goku mentality. From getting beat by Raditz, to losing to Hit, to nearly dying against Jiren, Goku turns every loss into a lesson. He doesn't complain. He evolves. That's why gods fear him. That's why villains hate him. Because no matter how many times he's knocked down, Goku gets back up stronger. Not because he has to, but because he wants to. His greatest transformation isn't Ultra Instinct. It's who he becomes through the struggle. That's the real Goku. That's why he's always one step beyond. So if you ever feel stuck, ask yourself, what would Goku do? He'd keep going. So should you. Comment Goku Ultra Instinct for more episodes. Did you know it?
So yeah, man. You should want to become a better version of yourself daily, man. Every day, you know, and look to be better, look to be on point. You know, that's what you should want to do. I'm gonna start driving again, so I'm gonna just be quoting scriptures, or I'm gonna let one of these young brothers pull up some scriptures since they're gonna be with me. But yeah, man, you gotta want to be a better version of yourself daily, man, and be spiritually motivated to do that. You know, like what I was just showing you in that video. You know, Goku, even though he ain't a real person, the way how a lot of people could relate to him because he always looked to be a better version of himself all the time. No matter how much he get knocked down, no matter how many times he lose, he always rise up and become better because he wants to. And this is something you should want to do. You should want to be a better version of yourself. You know, there's never a day you should not want to be a better version of yourself, you know. You should want to. You should want to do this. It's like, it's something you should want to do, you know. It's always good to rise up to be another you, you know. Might have y'all pull up some scripture and shout. I got the brother Jeremiah Bob with me as well. And then the brother Mayim. But yeah, every day should be looking forward to growing, you know. That's why I wanted to show that provision they was talking about Goku, because that's a great example of becoming a better version of yourself every day. You know, hearing that, you know, you got a precept.
Yeah, Ephesians 4:22, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness, truth, and holiness.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's a good scripture. You always want to become, was that the NLT?
No, that was KJV.
Oh, okay. What was that?
Ephesians 4:22.
I ain't heard that in a minute. But yeah, man, that's a great example of being, man. You know, becoming a better version of yourself. Cause it almost sounded like the Colossians. Yeah, that's what I thinking of, the Colossians 3 and 5. It almost sounded like that. Matter of fact, you can grab that too. But yeah, man, you should always want to become a better version of yourself daily, man. You should look forward to doing that. You should look forward to growing. No matter what you go through, even if you get hurt, hey, you know, you should always want to be better. It's never, don't be beating yourself up. Don't get weak. Don't start crying, whining. Nah, you become stronger, become better. You know, we gonna always go up and do ups and downs, you know, and then hold that 1 Corinthians 10 and 11. 10 and 13, I mean. You got that Colossians 3 and 5.
Yes, right here. Colossians 3 and 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil,
Inordinate affections,
evil,
coupleness or something like that.
Confidence, and covetousness, which is idolatry.
Yeah, man. All of those things are idolatry. It just leads to wickedness. So that's why you got to be spiritually motivated to become a better version. Don't be quitting. Don't be giving up. You know, that's what Satan wants. He wants you to quit. Because he's going to play with your mind. Whatever little thing you go through, he's going to play with your mind on it. You know, oh, man, look, you supposed to be strong. Look at you. You hurt yourself. You know, oh, you done whooped all these people before. You just got lost in a match. You know, it's all type of stuff. You know, Satan try to you know, lower your confidence, but you gotta stay strong no matter what. It's always room. It's never not a day to become a better version of yourself. You gotta always strive and be spiritually motivated to do that. You can read a little more in that Colossians.
Verse 6, for which things sake the wrath of Yahweh cometh on the children of disobedience.
Yeah, only the children of disobedience don't want to listen and don't want to hear and don't want to be a better version of themselves. Let them be wicked. Keep going.
In the which he also walked some time when he lived in them.
And we was that before too. Walking in wickedness, going after the ways of the flesh, always trying to be pleasers of men and females and all of that, trying to fit in society, trying to be something that we was never not anyway. That's why we never fit in with this world, because it's like we're different, you know. Keep going.
But now ye also put off all things: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not one to another, seeing that ye have put off the old man with his deeds.
Exactly, man. Keep going.
And have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge, after the image of him that created him.
Exactly, which is renewed in knowledge after the image that created him. So you becoming a better version of yourself. You know, you're going to renew yourself. You're going to be better. You're going to be on point. You're going to do more. You know, you're going to always strive to be a better person. You know, because now you're renewed in this knowledge and you got this understanding. So whatever you're going through, don't allow this world to tear you down, man. Because we're not of the world anyway. We're not of this world anyway, man. This world will try to tear you down, try to break you, try to make you feel like you're nobody. All of that. That's why we never fed in with this world, because we not of this world, man. You know, this world is full of wickedness. Our world is going to be full of righteousness. That's why we may live in the same world with everybody. And then somebody, hey, you live in the same world, you're going to have some stuff or some dumb person say something like that. We're talking about being partakers of this world, following after the ways of this world. That's what that means, man. That's when we say we're not of this world, we don't partake into the things of this world. You know, simple as that. Now, you might go out, might get something to eat, might do this, might go to a little event. Who knows? But we don't look for the new thing. We ain't trying to go to the Breezy Bowl. You know. Not saying there's something wrong with going. If you do go, you might want to pull some females there. You might want to go there just to get a little chick. But I'm just saying, we're not looking forward to it, waiting on the next concert, when the next Breezy Bowl about to come, when the next Gucci Man, when the next Pooh Shiesty out. Oh, man, we don't care about none of that, man. That's not what we care about. I think that was it on that class. I got it. Yeah, Corinthians. Oh, you got a precept in that Corinthians?
10 and 13.
Yeah.
Read that first.
Yeah, look at that. You can get your content. Read that. Read loud. 1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
1 Corinthians 10 and 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such is common to man.
Yeah, keep going.
But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to hear it.
Exactly, man. So the Lord always find a way for you to escape out of whatever temptation you're going through. You know, I've been battling with Satan since last Saturday all the way to this Saturday, you know, because my bicep tore, you know, it make you feel weak and discouraged, man. I can't really do too much with it. You know, I can't work out like I want to. I can work out, you know, I can do legs and stuff, but maybe a little bit of shoulders. It depends on my range of motion because I can't really do too much on this bicep. But, you know, it's like I only could do so much. I'm limited now, you know? I'm limited. So it's like, and then I can't do jujitsu like I want to. I might try to do some technique tomorrow, next week. I might just try and see if I can, you know? But at this point, I'm limited. I can't really do anything. My bicep is sore. There's nothing I can really do about it. And then when I was really looking up things, the best result is surgery. There ain't no other way. Unless you just gonna deal with not having most of your strength. And this is my good arm. I'm right-handed. So it's like, it is what it is. Sure, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? It's part of hell. But you know, I'm not gonna let that discourage me. But Satan was playing in my head, like, yeah, you used to do this, you used to whoop this, right, whoop that, right. You ain't never lost a fight. You losing a match, a jiu-jitsu match, and then one that I lost is just my bicep tore, because I worked out before the match, and I shouldn't have did that. And it is what it is, man. You know, now you be more wiser not to do certain things. You know what not to do before a match. Just rest, get you a good 32 hours of rest. And don't do no hard, heavy lifting. Do some stretches and stuff. Get yourself loose and ready, because when you're doing jiu-jitsu, it's a lot of grappling and pulling, and you know that's what you're doing. You're pulling, you're grappling, you're doing this. So you can tear a muscle. You can tear a leg muscle. Go ahead. I think it's it on that Corinthians. Go ahead.
2 Peter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what matter of persons, i.e., to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of Yahweh, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. For beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace, without spot and blameless.
Exactly. So, hey, the Lord gonna always look for attributes for you to understand this is not our rest. We need new bodies. Look, man, we need new bodies. Anything can happen to this body, man. You never know what you can do to this body. This is how fragile this body is now, man. We used to be strong. You know, we used to be taller and all of that, man. They said they used to take three men to carry a cluster of grapes.
Mighty men.
Yeah, mighty men to carry a cluster of grapes, and then 2 men to carry a watermelon. Because watermelons was big as hell back then. You know, now everything is smaller, and everything is not reaching their capacity, because Esau constantly grow on the land. He don't let the land rest. He got to have a rest. You know, a 7-year, after the 7th year, the land supposed to rest. 6-year labor on the land, the 7th year it rests. And they don't allow it to rest. You know, because after 6 years, that 7th year, everything should be fine. You ain't got to keep growing and keep doing that. Because you ain't over, first of all, we wasn't overly eating either. You know, another thing in this queendom, motherfuckers eat all day. They eat all day, constantly, man. You know, you probably at least eat like 1 or 2 meals a day, you know. That's about it. You should be straight. But people eat. All they do is eat. They eat all night. I work for Uber Eats, so I know these people eat all night, all day. That's why the #1 jobs that's still gonna be out there is delivery jobs for right now, because people love to fucking eat. That's all they do is fucking eat. Hospitals, firefighters, and you know, a couple of warehouse jobs, you know, stuff like that. You know, them jobs is gonna last a little longer than most jobs, you know. I said hospital, said firefighters. What else? Warehouse jobs. These fast food restaurants for right now. You know, a lot of them is closing down, but number one, delivery jobs. It's gonna last. People delivering shit. You know, because people love to eat. People love to shop, man. That's all they do is overly getting this and that. Trust me, I'm in that field, so I know there's still money into it. There's still decent money in it right now. But when that shit shut down, then it's gonna be a wrap. You know, and ain't gonna be shit out here. These people are gonna go crazy, but these people are not looking to be better versions of themselves. They ain't spiritually motivating themselves to get prepared for what's about to come. What are they doing? These people are stuck in the world. You know, they in the world. This is why we gotta always look to be better for us. You got more?
But there's also a point in this, you know, like I said, we look for a new heaven and a new earth. You know, ultimately, we understand the things we go through. Well, all of it's for perfection. You know, all of it, because the scripture said, "The many trials and tribulations shall you enter to the kingdom of God." You know, it's not gonna. When it comes to the scriptures and it speaks about the elect, it speaks about them being tried in the furnace, them going through this, them going through that. Basically, bro.
Get down, second address too.
We're gonna go through these things, man, and that lets us know that the Lord's dealing with us also, man. The Lord chastises whom He loves, man. You know, the Lord's not dealing with people out here. That's why it's fully sending them to do wickedness, man. For them to do evil, man. You know. Second Ezra 2, right?
Yeah. Start at 1.
Second Ezra 2:1. Second Ezra 2:1. Thus said the Lord.
No, not second address. Sirach 2:1. Nah, it's my fault. So Sirach 2:1. Ecclesiasticus.
Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Exactly. So every day you come in to serve Yahawashim, shall prepare yourself for temptation. Something might happen to you. Anything can happen to your body, man. You just never know, whatever. But you always look to be a better version because you're going to go through something. You never know what you're going to go through in your walk. Everybody go through things in their own particular walk in this truth. Everybody don't go through the same walk. You know, everybody go through their own particular walk. So you're going to go through your walk. And guess what? Your walk might not be a brother might not be able to handle what you can handle. You know, you could probably be able to handle that. Another brother probably ain't gonna be able to handle that. You know, but it's your walk because you're gonna go through whatever the Lord bring upon you. Now, whatever walk you're going through to be a better version of yourself. If you got, I advise you younger brothers, whatever you see them older brothers going through. Don't do the same thing. Don't make the same mistakes they make. Then when they make mistakes, try to learn from what they went through so you can avoid it. You ain't never got to go through it. Don't create something for yourself to go through. Because then you just think you just being, that's just idiotic. Why? Because you do something like that, you creating something for yourself to go through because you think you ain't going through something because you feel, oh, I'm not a man of the Lord or whatever bullshit. Then you create something and now you're going through the shit. You might not be able to handle that shit. So don't do that. Go ahead. I think you have more on it.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble.
Exactly, and make not haste in time of trouble. Whatever you're going through, don't get hasty. Don't, man. Endure. Be vigilant. Pay attention. Circumspect. That's why you constantly got to be circumspect. You know.
I got one verse. Cleave unto Him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
And then you're going to get increased at your last end. You just continue walking this walk. This a little more.
Go. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
And be patient when you change to a lower state. Like I was just breaking down earlier, me going through what I just went through. That wasn't wise. Never work out before a competition. Just rest, man. Do the turtle humming way. what Master Roshi was saying, the turban hermit way, you will have to get plenty rest. It's telling the truth, plenty rest, eat, and be good for your battle because you're already to train already. You don't need to train more. That's just idiotic, you know. You don't want to do that. You'll hurt yourself then. Then you did not doing this shit. You're gonna be bad to a little because you're gonna learn from your mistake. So it's in his body too much longer anyway. So going through in his body, just remember you ain't gonna be in his body too much longer anyway.
Believe in him, and he will help thee order the right.
Because you ordering your right and you're doing the right thing. And now you more like now you understand that you ain't got nothing to worry about. YAHAWASHI got us. You gotta remember that, and that's how you gonna always know. Man, I gotta be a better version of myself for YAHAWASHI. At the end of the day, be spiritually motivated to do that. You know, this is why I've been kind of touching back on the spiritual motivations because hey, we gotta be spiritually motivated in the mind. And man, don't allow this world to take you out this truth, because it would. This world will try to take you out the truth. A lot of people are falling back into the world because they're holding on to things of this world. Or they get discouraged, you know, because something happened to them. Oh man,
I'll back it up real quick.
can't do this no more. Yeah, Con.
Revelation 3:11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown.
You don't supposed to let nobody take your crown.
Not even yourself.
So continue becoming a better version. Stay spiritually motivated to do that. You know, always pray to YAHAWASHI. You gotta constantly pray. Never not pray. You know, praying is our medicine. You know, so yeah, you gonna go through some shit. But guess what? It's all for your growth and development. That's what it's for. Your growth and development, and it's gonna develop you to become better. I think that's pretty much it. We're gonna go ahead and close it, and we're gonna try to get a little work out of here. Can't do, like I said, I can't do certain things. I can do some legs though. Work my legs out. Stay in my core. At least I have a good ass core, some legs. By the time, you know, whatever, I gotta wait for this to go through. But yeah, hey, shit, it is what it is. So, Shalom, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the apostles and the elders, the GMS, and the brothers that sincerely doing this work, and the few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husbands. Hey, keep pushing and doing the work. And hey, let's continue doing this all the way till this shit is over with. Simple as that. Let's keep becoming better versions of ourselves and keep striving to be a better you, and never allow nothing in this world to weaken your mind. Shalom, Baraka Thumb, and a pop.